Wi-Fi Dashcam. Start recording.
The fucking horse?
Yeah, that was a fucking horse. Two of them.
Scared the shit out of me.
It hit me too.
I saw the fucking deer come out my car.
Wi-Fi connected.
I was like, what the heck? Okay. I love how I said don't cuss for like 30 seconds of
Yeah, you are not me. Why ain't we supposed to cuss?
because it censors the video and you lose, you know. I'm trying to build my YouTube, maybe, you know, as a backup plan. If also I get big on YouTube, I can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you have to see if it grows. Drop down to a reasonable speed. They asked, that bottle's yours.
Okay. Yeah, you smell alcohol in my breath anyway, so it's perfect.
Oh yeah, you just were drinking, weren't you?
Well, I just had a shot of Mama's vodka, yeah.
No, there's videos up on my YouTube of me racing.
Yeah.
I just posted it. Like, it's an hour and 2 minute long video.
Damn.
Well, it was gonna be like 2 hours, but then
Deer. For real
just
though.
fucking pulled out Tommy.
And then go, yeah, and then just go. Come back later.
Vroom, 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 vroom. I want to. So have you heard? You know those P90 assault rifles?
Yeah.
The chambered the 7.5 by 28, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
The micro. Yeah, I want to get one of those and go. I want like the fully automatic one. The P90 is a fully automatic. PS90 is a semi-automatic. But I'm 100% buying one. I'm gonna go hunt with that sucker. But my birth family.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
I don't know if you told me you was adopted, but I forgot.
Yeah. I've told you like 30 times.
Yeah. I just forget.
Yeah, you're good. No, I went and met them. Well, it was so overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So, like 3 months before I got off probation, I had reached out to my birth mom. I was like, hey, you know, I'm not exactly ready to speak to you, but do I have anyone closer to my age that I can speak to? She gave me Christian. I can't say the name. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I mentioned Kirsten and Christian, like Kirsten, but
Yeah.
not exactly.
Yeah.
And so I messaged her for a little bit, and she gave me Alyssa's snap. No traction. Well, the car behind me stayed on the hill.
Yeah, really. I was surprised.
But so I met. So then I messaged with Alyssa a little bit, and Alyssa is my younger sister. She's my half sister. I don't have any full blood siblings.
Yeah.
Vincent and Charlie are half siblings. I have either an older sister or brother. We don't know. My dad was a bit of a funny.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I went and met. So Alyssa was messaging me. She was excited to talk to me because she'd been told that she had a brother out there, and she always wanted to meet me, but you know, never knew my name or nothing about me.
Yeah.
So within like 30 seconds of her getting my snap, I get a phone call from her, and she's sitting there so excited. She was raised by her grandma.
Yeah.
And she's super excited to meet me, this, that, and other. And then she was like, yeah, we should totally meet up sometime. You know, I go to college soon, this, that, and other. And she was dating a guy at the time.
Yeah.
And she started talking to me about all of her dating life issues. Well, she wasn't dating the guy. Since it's being recorded, I'm not going to say what they were doing, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you can. And I was like,
Holy shit. Did you see that?
yep.
Or, okay.
I was hoping they'd come closer and sideswipe them.
I didn't see them at all until
No,
he
I
was
saw
right.
him.
Yeah, until he was right there.
I saw I was getting ready to go over a little bit and try to just clock it in the head.
Yeah, they kind of scared me.
There's two more right here. But she always come to me about issues with that whole situation. I told her the best I could, as a brother should, as a person who's a pastor, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But pastors so now. And so then all of a sudden, out of the blue, stopped communication with me completely. No messages, no text on Snap, no reading my snaps, nothing. I was like, what the heck? And then she had Facebook, and I had her followed on Facebook. So next thing I know, I see her and my older brother Dakota posted pictures together.
Yeah.
And so I finally reached out to Dakota. I was like, yo, I know you've been trying to reach out to me. Sorry, I'm trying to take everything slow, but like, do you know what's going on with Alyssa? She was messaging me pretty consistently, talking about how she really wants to meet with me sometime, this, that, and another, and all of a sudden she just stopped messaging me. Well, Dakota was like, oh, I don't know, she's got a lot going on. I'm like, all right, yeah, I get it. And he didn't elaborate. So I was like, all right, it's fine.
Yeah.
But then I saw one of her posts on Facebook, so I messaged her on Facebook Messenger. I was like, hey, I hope you're doing okay, haven't talked in a while. She said, oh yeah, we're doing good. I said, is there, I'm sorry if it's sensitive, but is there a reason why you just all of a sudden stopped talking to me? She says, yeah, I'll explain later. And then I was like, okay, well, I also saw you got engaged, different guy. I've said it before on one of my videos, so I'll say it now, but I do not approve. I've met him, he's a really cool dude, I like him, and I feel like it might work, but I feel like they should have waited longer, because they've only been together for like 3 or 4 months, and I was like, hey, congrats on getting engaged, by the way, I kind of would like to meet you before y'all get married, I don't really want to show up at a wedding and have no idea who any of these people are. And she's like, okay, well, tomorrow I'm having a engagement party if you want to come. I'm like, that's out of the blue, but sure. Well, I get there and I meet her fiance, my older brother, my older brother, her mom, her best friend. I met like everyone at once. And then they were like, yeah, we can go to, and I was planning on going to meet my birth mom later that night after, hung out with them. But then they decided they were going to have an after party. So like, shoot, I'll go to the after party. I just won't drink.
Yeah.
So I went to the after party, met them. They had some crazy people they know. They cut off contact with some of the people already, but went and met all of them at their place. They have a place in Warner Robins. It's a nice place, but it's way overpriced. It's like, I think they said we're paying $950 a month for like 80 square feet, which sucks. It's a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. That's all it is. I was like, couldn't be me, can't do that. So I was like, that's all cool and everything. Well, it turns out Dakota, without knowing, decided he was going to move into that neighborhood that they live in. But an apartment complex. It's a massive apartment complex. Like, this guy's on lake and everything, on lake and pool and everything. But he goes and tells one of his friends where he's moving in, and he goes, oh yeah, well, your sister Alyssa lives there as well. And he's like, oh really? And he messaged Alyssa, and Alyssa's apparently is literally like within walking distance, which is crazy.
Yeah.
He said he would have laughed his butt off if he would have found that, didn't know that, and then found out later that where's the road at? Can't see the freaking road. He said he would have laughed his butt off if he decided to go move there and just randomly saw Alyssa outside one time. I said that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have.
But met them, and then I messaged my birth mom like, hey, I'm about to come your way. And I looked it up. She lives within 5 minutes of them and had no idea.
Oh my gosh, really?
5-10 minutes, yeah. Like literally, you go to take a straight.
Yeah.
You get out of the neighborhood, you turn left, you go straight for about 3 miles. You take a right, and then you take a left, and you go straight, and they're right there on the right. And I'm just like, really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is crazy.
And so I was like, okay, that's cool. Well, they live close to each other. She didn't know that. And so I met her and her fiance. And her fiance is awesome. He's really cool. But of course she came outside bawling her eyes out. And then we went back. Then I went back to, and Alyssa was freaking out because Alyssa doesn't know my birth mom, but she does my birth dad. That's her birth dad.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna repeat some of the things that her birth dad did to her.
Okay.
And so she was freaking out, just terrified that I wasn't responding when I went over to Melissa's house.
Yeah.
It was my birth mom, and she was like, kept messaging me, talking, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you coming back? Are you okay? And I texted her back, said, yeah, sorry, I was talking to her. I'll be coming back in a few minutes. Well, while I was there, that's when I bought this clock right here. I bought this clock off her fiance because they're both moving to New York.
Mm-hmm.
They've moved now, but there it is. I was trying to remember which way I had to go. Right?
I've been to New
You
York
have
once
to
and
have.
I won't go again.
I might be wrong on this, but I think what he told me, you have to have a permit. A permit to open carry.
In New York?
Yeah.
I've been to
This
New
is
New
Georgia.
York,
We
yeah.
can conceal carry without having a permit.
I've been in New York once and I would never go again.
But hey, they said they will pay for a round trip flight for me to go up to New York and see them. You know what that sounds like to me? A free vacation.
Yeah.
A free vacation. I said, I'd be crazy not to take that offer.
For real. I just don't like it because, like, where we are right now, there's people everywhere around us just walking, even when the light turns green in New York. It's
I'll be
freaking
like,
crazy. I mean, for real.
Speed bump.
It is freaking crazy.
But yeah, so then I went back to Alyssa's house, and Dakota called Kirsten, and Kirsten was freaking out like, oh my gosh, hey baby, I can't believe you're there. I would have came out knowing you were there. Melissa's gonna be freaking out. I said, yeah, I just got back from her house. Oh, how'd she do? I said, well, she was bawling her eyes out when I met her. She goes, oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, yeah, but she seems really sweet, so. Right, here you go. But, I mean, it was, some of my siblings, you know, I'm not gonna really form a bond with.
Yeah.
But what I was been told is Dakota and Alyssa. If my parents meet any of them, those are the two I need to let them meet. Nobody else. And then I'd asked Melissa, my mom, about Charlie's side, and she said that it's probably for the best that Charlie doesn't meet any of his siblings. He said he has two older sisters that are like in their 30s, but they're drug addicts. So.
Well, yeah.
I was like, I'm not letting you meet them.
Wi-Fi Dashcam. Start recording.
Okay, this is
Wi-Fi connected.
episode 3, I want to say, of the Dashcam series. That's what I'm going to call this now. This is part 2. I just finished doing part 1. And I did it with my girl best friend. Who you will not probably see in a lot of videos because it's kind of hard for me to do videos with her when I have feelings for her. She has feelings for me, but she also has a boyfriend that she's planning on breaking up with, so it's kind of complicated. And it's hard for her to, like what she told me on the way home, and I didn't have the cameras rolling. She said it's hard for her to go from, she has feelings for me. She said she has undeniable feelings for me, but it's hard for her to feel intimate with me because most relationships she gets in, she goes from talking to them for 3 days to immediately being in a relationship. And she's been friends with me for years, so she said intimacy would be a problem, and I told her, I was like, hey, you know, at this point, I'm 21 years old. I ain't immature like I used to be. I don't even care about sex anymore. I honestly just want someone who loves me for who I am and act normal, act like a normal human being, and like I said, like me for who I am, but someone I can go and, you know, just hang out with and enjoy being around. And I enjoy being around her. She's fun to be around. We joke around. We get along really well. It's just she has commitment issues, and I just wish she didn't. That's her blowing my phone up right now. She's absolutely beautiful. I love her as a friend, and I wish I loved her more than just as a friend, but it's just stuff be complicated, man. What you want? No, I'm at the red light. Are you okay? But I don't know, man. I know one of her fears is the fact that she thinks that if we got serious and something were to happen, then she would be afraid that we wouldn't be friends anymore. Something like that has kind of happened recently, where she believed one of her friends over me, someone that she thought was a good friend of hers and that wouldn't lie to her, and then when I was able to prove without a shadow of a doubt that that person was lying, she apologized. I'm not going to go into details about it. Someone started an argument saying that someone told her that I was messaging that someone and telling that someone some drama about her that she didn't want people to know about, which was not true. I don't know how that someone got that information. I couldn't care less, to be honest. But pay attention for a minute. When she finally contacted me, I said, look, I don't know what your issue is. I don't know what you're mad about. And I won't know what you're mad about until you talk to me. She explained it to me, and I said, look, I mean, I don't know what proof I need to give you to show you that that isn't true, but I don't know why you went off of me. You literally have my phone password. Your fingerprint's in my phone. You're one of the rare few people who I do not give a crap who goes through my phone. Because there ain't nothing in there you ain't ever seen before. And no, don't take that out of context. But I was like, you literally have your fingerprint in my phone. If you want to find the answer out to someone, you know, ask me we can hang out, ask me you can borrow my phone. And you know I will give you my phone because I do not care. I trust you. There ain't nothing in my phone that I wouldn't tell you about. And I am too lazy to sit there and go hide messages and delete messages so they don't get discovered. I'm too lazy for all that. I am 21 years old. I am not about to deal with no drama. I do what I can to get by to make a living. But we talked about it. We worked everything out, and we're back to being good friends again. It's just, it hurt a lot losing someone I cared so much about, thinking, oh, I'll never be able to speak to this person again because someone lied about me and told her false information, and for some odd reason, she chose to believe that person. So I'm sitting there thinking that I will never be able to speak to her again because she believes that person. Thankfully, she asked her brother to reach out to me, and he reached out to me and said, hey, how you doing, man? Miss seeing you, blah, 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 because I get along well with her family. And he asked if I was going to message her back, and I said, well, to be honest, my plan was turn 21, go ahead and get my pistols in case they become aggressive, and go into their house and say, hey, I don't know what your issue is, let's talk this out. And if she doesn't talk it out, then I'll leave. But I want to wait till I was 21, that way I got a pistol in case they got violent, because I know they have firearms as well. But she talked to me about it and said that that would have never happened, and that she wished she didn't go off on me. But, you know, I get it. In the same position, given the same scenario, I probably would act the same. So I don't blame her for it. It's just, it hurts so bad losing someone so freaking close to me. And I was so happy when we finally could make up. And I was super on edge when she first messaged me because I figured she was just going to start arguing again. And I just didn't want to deal with it. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. But, like I was telling her while we were on the way home, or on the way back to her house, I will probably always have feelings for her. Probably always. You know, I highly doubt it'll ever change. But, you know, you never know. Am I upset that she's in a relationship? In a way, yes. But, I mean, I can't be butthurt about it because, I mean, she is her own person. She can make her own decisions. I'm not her guardian. I'm not her sibling. If she chooses not to date me, then, you know, I have to respect that. Am I happy about it? No. But, as her best friend, her guy best friend, I have to, you know, be there for her and support her in her own choices. Whether I'm happy about it or not. Do I think that me and her could get along together well if something were to actually happen, we were to actually get in a relationship? Oh, absolutely. She knows my boundaries. I know her boundaries. You know, we know more about each other than our own parents know about us. I mean, we get along real well, joke around and stuff, but my thing is, if she goes and finds a guy who makes her happy and she gets happy in a relationship, then I'm happy for her, you know? Lord, she's blowing my phone up. Not quite. I'm just ranting to YouTube. Well, process the fact that I will be uploading this to YouTube, which means she can see it. So, hooray. Love that. But with that all being said, you know, I have a lot of reasons of why I would love to date her, and I personally think 1000% that it would go well and it would last. But if she has reasons that she can think of that it wouldn't, then hey, maybe she's right. And I'll just hope she finds someone that's her exact type and what she wants. I mean, I'm gonna put it out there, she's not the best looking girl. You know, doesn't have a perfect body. But when you've liked someone and known someone for that long, as long as I have, you don't really care about, you know, looks in their body anymore. When you genuinely like being around them. There's a deer. But yeah, don't really got much more to rant about, but gonna get some sleep in a minute. Text her, let her know I'm home, and go to bed. I'll probably go ahead and re-download the app for the Dashcam. That way I can use it. Mom and Dad and Leslie and Tyler should be home tomorrow. Because of that, I'm gonna spend the night at my house tonight.